What's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing? Today we're gonna talk about something a little bit different. Talk about some business tax credits. Now, a lot of y'all don't know me enough to know that business credit, I'll say business taxes. I'm sorry, personal taxes. Taxes was my first love. Taxes is what I've been teaching since 2008. Wasn't on YouTube doing it. I was doing it more face to face. But my resume includes everything dealing with taxes. Like anybody who knows me knows, like, Jay is the tax guy. Like, you all know me as Jay the credit guy. But I stopped doing taxes because people started to think that they're supposed to get all this money, and if they don't get all the money, they feel like you did something wrong to their taxes, or you gave them the wrong advice, when somebody probably lied on their taxes, or somebody probably gave them some little extra things that they weren't supposed to get, and that person just hasn't gotten in trouble for it yet. So today I'm talking about a little bit about some tax credits, and there's certain tax credits people don't know about. There are a lot more that you get for having a business compared to having just a regular W-2 or being a W-2 employee. But if you want to change your income, the fastest way to change your income is by getting the most tax credits. Now, the problem with tax credits is people think that it is instant cash. Like, I'm going to get this cash, that I'm getting this credit back immediately. And that's not really how it works. You want to get the most deductions and tax credits so that way you can pay nothing at the beginning of the year, not owe, not get money back, but pay nothing. That's their overall goal, is to not owe them and for them to not owe you. Now, if you do owe them, you might owe them on a small percentage. So if you're getting, and this might not go for all my viewers, but I'm just saying in general, okay? If you make $100,000, you're not taxed on $100,000. You're taxed on that $100,000 after your deductions, your tax credits, adjustments to income. Okay, so you might make $100,000, but after they do all the deductions, you might pay taxes on 60 grand of that 100,000. Okay, but now you being a regular employee making 100,000 being taxed on 60, me being a business owner, I can make 300,000 and get taxed on nothing, because I know every deduction there is, I know every tax credit that there is, and when I say I know everyone that there is, I literally mean I know everyone that there is, and I make sure it's my business to know when they release new ones. Every January 31st, I learn what those new ones are. If you don't know what the new ones are, or any of them at all, you need to start going to the irs.gov website and looking at deductions, looking at tax credits, looking at those things, and not just using your phone or your computer to look at entertainment. Look at some things that can help you in your pockets, okay? The IRS is my friend. I love the IRS. Those are my boys, my girls, my kings, my queens. I love them so much. Do not speak negatively about my IRS. Now, the people who speak negatively about them are the people who don't understand them. Just like you might be that person where nobody understands you, but you think you're a great person, and you probably are a great person, but people can't figure you out because you're not status quo. That's how I feel about the IRS. I figured them out. So that's my buddy. That's my friend. So the best way to figure them out is to research. I can tell you all the nuggets. I can tell you all the information, and I'll give you a few nuggets, but it's not going to mean nothing until you see it in print. If you don't see it physically in print, you're not going to believe it anyway. That's why I always say I'm from the show me state. You got to show me. And you might be too. You want to see proof of this information. Well, you have to do some personal research on it for you to understand that the system is made for you to win. It really is made for you to win. You just won't take the time to research and figure out how to use it to your advantage. This goes for a lot of people. And this is me being critical, because you need people to be critical in your life. If everybody's just giving you high fives and shaking your hand, telling you everything's going to be okay and that you're a great person all the time, you're never going to change and grow. You have to know that there are areas in your life where you need to improve. And finances is a lot of people's places where they have to improve, is on financial education, whether that's credit, whether that's taxes, whether that's how money works, how investments works, stocks, real estate, whatever. You have to know that all the information is on your phone. You can look up all this stuff and get it and be able to ball out. So a quick thing for you all out there who do not have a business. You don't have to have an incorporation. You don't have to have LLC. You don't have to have nothing. You don't even have to have a business name in order to have a business and legitimately write it off in your taxes. Your business name can be your name. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you this so you can see it. And I want you to flow with me for a second, because a lot of people don't know this, but I'm going to show you anyway. Okay? Because I want you to see this. And this is going from the IRS website, not from some made-up place. Okay? All right. So let's see. Let's see what this looks like. Because a lot of people are looking at, okay, well, I owe money this year, so somebody did something wrong, or something ain't right, or I'm getting less back than I did last year. Last year I got $11,000 back. This year I'm only getting $2,000 back. Like, what's wrong? Like, you did something wrong, tax guy. And I promise you that tax guy or tax woman didn't do anything wrong on your taxes. For a lot of them, they just put in what you gave them, and then that's what happened. Like, that's all you're getting. But understand, if you're getting a refund check, period, your taxes were done wrong throughout the year. If you get a refund check, it's because you did something wrong, not something right. If you're getting a lot of money, you did something extremely wrong. You didn't do anything right. Now, the people who don't know this, they feel like, okay, well, if you're not getting money back, then you did something wrong. And it's actually the total opposite. Okay? So let me show you this. This right here is from, let me show you. This is from the irs.gov. This is not a screenshot. This is the irs.gov website here, which you can see irs.gov there. Okay? This is on theirs. Now, this right here is your profit or loss from business. Okay? This is your Schedule C, profit or loss from business. Okay? Every line has a number and a part 1, part 2, all that. Okay? But what I'm going to show you here, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see it. Okay? And what I want to show you there is right here on line C. Okay? Line C says business name. If no business name, or if no separate business name, you can leave it blank. So you can file and have a business and not have a name. So some people are so caught up in having a name and having an incorporation and all that. Not saying that's not cool, but you don't have to have that to get started or to file a business from last year that you started. You could have had a business last year, had no name. You were selling Gatorade out your trunk for $3 a bottle, and you made $5,000. You had a business last year. You can get some tax credits and tax deductions this year for that business. Well, Jay, how can I do that? Well, in the tax code, you don't have to have a business name, and you can file on this same form. The same form, you can file your expenses. Okay? You got expenses here that you can file. Now, where would you file? Most of your expenses are going to fall right on this line here. I'm actually going to show you. I'll show you all the lines. How about that? I'm going to show you all the lines, okay? So let's see that, all right? So you got advertising. How did you advertise your business? Maybe you paid for a Facebook ad, Instagram ad. Maybe you went and bought a banner. Maybe you put a banner across your car for ad. Maybe you bought business cards. Maybe you went and paid somebody for publishing to help get your book out there, something like that. Advertising. Okay, car and truck expenses. All right, so number 9. For that, you could have just had, you can either do 2 things. You can do either mileage, or you can do wear and tear and repairs on your car. Tires, tire rotations, oil changes, all that kind of stuff, right? Commissions and fees. You might have paid somebody commission, or you might have paid fees out of any money that you had. All right? This is stuff that's literally at your fingertips that you can access anytime, but you got to learn how to open your mind up to know, like, hey, maybe if I lower my taxes, lower my expenses, get out of debt, get my credit right, invest my money, it won't take me 40 years to get free. But a lot of people are so stuck on, okay, I just want to get my credit right. You get your credit right, you get some money, okay, then what? What you gonna do next? You're gonna win the lottery, you get the money, and then what do you do next? You get into the NBA, the NFL, you get the money, what do you do next? See, nothing's gonna beat the education. You having it, having the 800 score, having the 700 credit score, all that's great. That's nice. That's fantastic. But you got to have the knowledge in order to use it properly. You got to have the knowledge in order to leverage it properly. You got to have the knowledge in order for you to be able to pass it down, not just get it and not know how the hell you got it. All right? But anyway, let's see. Let me go through the rest of them here. I know I was going to go through the rest of them here. All right? So you got contract labor. Okay? You got depreciation, and then this is all shown like upside down here. All right, but hopefully you all can you can see that, and hopefully that's shown the right way for you and not showed upside down, the way that I'm seeing it right now. Okay, but a lot of deductions are going to go up under your other deductions. I think for this year, the total number they have for this year is, what's the total number of them? It's about 476 deductions. If you have a business, you got 476 deductions. And that goes for any business, guys. It can be a home-based business. It can be you have an office space. It could be you have a restaurant. You could be selling plates out the back of your house because everybody in the hood know you can cook. All right, you might be selling roasted peanuts. That's what I used to sell, roasted peanuts for $1 a bag. You could be selling, it don't matter what it is. If you had a business that you created last year, this year, for the next coming years, you can use the same deductions, and then corporation gets, no, actually, let me change that. And corporations get less deductions than you. You have a home-based business, have more tax credits that you can get than a traditional C corporation. You get more deductions than Facebook. You get more deductions than Google by having a home-based business. If you rent and you rent a house or renting an apartment, you get more deductions than me buying my house. If you have a home-based business. But do some research, guys. Do some Google searches. I do tax consultations. I don't do taxes anymore only because people's mindset about taxes is big refund. If you want big knowledge, I got you on that. If you want big refund, I can't help you. I can only help the people who are looking to pay less money in taxes, not get more money back in a refund. But I can show you how to maximize it. Or you can also say, I can research it myself. I'm letting you know, please go and research it. Go do that. But if you don't have the time, I can do that for you because I already know. But it ain't free, of course. But I want you to understand that the information is out there. If you want it, it's out there. Now, me personally, this will be my first year ever paying federal taxes since 2008. This is my first year paying. I'm talking about at all. I ain't talking about like I had it when I did have a job from 2008 until last year or 2 years ago. I didn't pay any federal out of my paycheck. My W-4 that I filled out had so many tax credits on it. I never paid federal taxes ever because I always had a business that took away from me having to pay any federal or state. This year will be the first year since 2008, 12 years, I paid no money in taxes. This year, because a lot of changes in the taxes, I am going to pay some money this year. But keep in mind now, even making over $100,000 a year, I paid $0 in taxes, federal or state. And I'm not trying to brag about that. I'm telling you that that all came from knowledge. So the same person making $100K might be paying $30K in taxes, $40K, and that might be what somebody makes here watching right now. You might make $40K a year as a teacher right now watching this live. But somebody else who's making $100K is paying $30 or $40K just in taxes. They're paying your yearly income just in taxes. And see, this is why if you want a raise, if you want an increase in pay, if you want to keep more money, that's your raise right there. Keeping more money is your raise. You making more money alone is not going to fix nothing in your life. You're going to make more money and you're going to find out like you have less money. You're like, why do I have less money and I'm making more money? That's because you're not using the knowledge of money. You're just using the capability of making it, but not applying the information that's out here that makes you save more money all the time. And so, not gonna be long-winded today. I just wanted to let you know that you know, you've got tax credits out there. You've got money. People say, man, I'm looking for some money. Man, I'm looking to make some money. You've got money sitting right where you work at your job. You've got money sitting right where you are. You just got to tap into it. You could be saving so much money, but you didn't know you could. Just want to let y'all know that. But new video dropping. There'll be a new video dropping tonight as well. A new actual video, not a live. And those y'all who are just now watching, hopefully you go back and replay it and understand that there are ways for you to, you know, maximize your income, man. Like the way you're going to maximize that is by knowledge. Like just making more money is not going to help you as much as you might think it is. That's why so many people make so much money and they're still broke. They're just broke on a different dimension. And so, guys, just want to empower y'all today to get out there, search, understand the tax person is not against you. Taxes are on your side if you work it to your advantage. The only way you can work it to your advantage is to learn about it. If you never learn about it, it's going to be very hard, man. It's going to be very hard. Go do some learning. Get some knowledge. And if you need us here at J Knows Credit, we'll be here. All right. You have a great day. Salute. Don't forget, credit is queen. And see you all next time.